so much for joining me today. I am at the beautiful Swasti Eco Cottages in Ubud, Bali. This place is stunning. It's a full farm. There's goats and sheep and chickens and a full organic garden. They have some beautiful villas here. I've been coming here for many years, and they just built this brand new shala, and it's stunning. So I asked a friend of mine and who runs the place if we could do some filming here to show you all. So excited to be in this beautiful space to share. And wanted to do a movement and meditation today. So we'll do just a little bit of a Dharma talk, and then we'll move our bodies, and then we'll do a little meditation. Best of all the worlds, yeah? So something that I think that I've mentioned before, but it's been on my mind a lot, is, well, the negativity bias. The idea that, not really the idea, that humans are ingrained to have a negativity bias. It is helpful for our survival. Not only helpful, it's kind of vital to our survival, that we remember where the poisonous plant was, or the poisonous berry was. So we need to remember where that is. That was a bad experience. I need to remember that. And then whenever we have a juicy, ripe mango or something, it tastes delicious, but we don't ingrain it as much. Like, we don't have to remember it for our survival as much. So that experience will leave a little bit sooner. So that we have this negativity bias, if we know that we have it, we can do something about it. So what we can do is we can let ourselves be affected by the good things, affected by joy in the same ways that we know that without even trying, we're affected by the negative things. So for example, probably everyone can relate to this, is that we could get 100 good compliments or 100 things that go right, or just, have a really beautiful day. Everything has went right. But then the one thing that goes a little bit wrong, that's what we remember. So we can find ways to really let the good marinate in our systems, marinate in our hearts and our bodies. So a way that we can do that, we talk about gratitude a lot. Like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this. And often it's kind of a buzzword. We just say it, and maybe we do it real quick, and then we kind of keep going. But maybe we can really let that gratitude sink in. Like, even to the point of when we see like a beautiful flower, instead of like maybe snapping a picture and walking on by, you like stop and like literally smell the flower, smell the roses, and just really let it affect you. Like, this is delicious. This is amazing. I was sitting on my porch this morning meditating, and I was looking up, and I could see all of the different beautiful trees in my garden, and I could see a little Balinese temple up top, and then the blue Bali sky with some white clouds in it. And, I see that all the time. And I don't often stop and just be like, wow, I am so fortunate to be here. This place is so beautiful. And I just really sat there with it for a while, and it felt so different. It's really interesting how we can, we get used to things so often. We get used to taking things for granted. So it's stepping back and letting ourselves be touched, letting ourselves have that awe and the wonder, and really, the gratitude for the good, because we know the other stuff is going to happen when we're going to remember it without even trying. So we're kind of like combating it. It's like a joy battle. So, close your eyes down. Just take a moment to sink in. I'm sitting up on a bolster. If you have a pillow or a block to sit up on, sit on the edge of it so that your hips are higher than your knees. So there's a little bit of a slant, Just begin to trace your breath in and out. Feel the rise and fall of the belly and the chest, even the collarbones. Just right here in this moment, be right here with your breath. And we'll do a little more exploration later, but just go ahead and bring something into your mind's eye right now, something that brings you joy. Maybe a person or an animal. Often mine are furry, the things that bring me joy. And let a smile spread across your face. And an internal smile as well. When you inhale, make it bigger in your body. Like you can expand the joy in your body. And begin to feel, what does it feel like? So inquire what that feels like. Mine kind of feels like a warm sensation across my chest and in my arms as well. I can feel it's like a nice tingle. And kind of mapping out what joy or a happiness or a gratitude feels like. A couple more rounds of breath and we'll do some gentle movement. Full exhale. Next inhale, open up your eyes. Let's begin to move the spine. Spinal health is so important. We want to always move, try to every day move the spine in all directions. So we'll start here and just start with some cat and cow. So you can take the hands to the knees. Round the back, tuck the chin to the chest. We'll move real slow here at first. And it's like you're lengthening the tailbone down. Then begin to come forward. You can pull on the knees slightly. Open up the heart, open up the throat as you gaze up. And then begin to move back and forward. So maybe this is morning for you. So maybe it's the first time you've been doing much movement. So move really slow. And no matter what time of day it is, be introspective. Be curious, like what is going on here now? I've been having some, my neck kind of flared up again a couple of days ago. So I'm feeling super stiff. And the good thing about that is I have more body awareness. I start to be more curious whenever things aren't flowing as they normally do. Kind of the same thing as the negativity bias. It's like I really notice, I'm really noticing it whenever things are painful. So now I'm really trying to find like, okay, this feels good. This feels restricted. This feels more free. Where I don't like day to day go around being like, oh, my neck and back feel great today. Just on the regular. Because that's like our set point. So maybe I should start doing that. And let's start to go in circles. So either way you want to go, I'm starting going to the right, to the left. I'm getting some cracks already. When you come back, do the rounding. And when you come forward, do the arch. Yeah. Maybe you even start to drop one shoulder, or maybe you come really low. Make it yours. See what feels good in your body. Let's take 2 more rounds. So we're just going to move really slow today, slow motion. Just feeling. And let's go to the other side. So I don't know how many that was, but until it feels even, maybe about 6 will be my guess. So I'm inhaling as I come forward. Exhaling as I come back. That is just an option. And let's go one more. Great. So we went forward and back in some spirals. Let's go side to side now, or laterally. Let's take the left arm up and over, reach, reach, reach. Really activate the fingers. It'll make it more alive all the way down the side body. Come up and switch to the other side. Couple rounds of breath here, and then we'll move a little bit quicker. And let's go side to side. So inhale, coming up, and still moving really slow, kind of sloth-like to one side. But maybe let the inhales bring you up and over. Keep the heart open, gazing up, so we're not collapsing the chest. You can kind of lean back into your shoulders too. That feels nice. Let's do once more each side. And coming up to center. Beautiful. Let's cactus the arms, fingertips wide. Open the heart, open the throat. And then take the hands behind your back and interlace them. Roll the shoulders back, bring the heart forward. Just get a good stretch here. Bend your elbows, take your fist over towards the right side. Yeah? Squeeze the elbows towards each other and drop the shoulders down to lengthen the neck. Now take the elbow, whoa, not your elbow, take your ear, those weren't even close. Take your ear to your right shoulder. So right ear to your right shoulder. So you should feel like this long slope coming over onto the left side. And just breathe there. Continue to squeeze the hands together and the elbows towards each other. You can even pull the belly in as well and lengthen the tailbone down. Lots of little micro movements here. Oh, this feels juicy for me. If you want to move your gaze some, maybe you look down towards your foot, maybe back up, do a little exploration. 4 rounds of breath. And then bring the head up to center. Go ahead and twist towards the left, and then open up the hands. The right arm can come up, the left hand comes back, and just reach back. And hands to heart center. Inhale, cactus the arms. Heart comes forward, gaze is up, fingertips are alive. And hands behind the back. Maybe interlace the hands the other way. It should feel strange. Roll the shoulders back. Again, get a good stretch here. Try not to arch the back too much. So see if you can like puff up the kidney bands, which is kind of mid-back here. Lengthen the tailbone down. Push down through the sit bones to lift up through the crown of the head so you're finding more space. And then let's take the fist over towards the left side. Squeeze the hands together. Bring the elbows towards each other. And drop the shoulders away from the ears. Now we'll take the left ear to the left shoulder. Whew. The side's more feisty than my other side. You can imagine also your right elbow, like you're lengthening it, like you're going to touch your right elbow down to the ground. That'll lengthen that as well. Whew. So if you're finding areas of tension like I am, give it some exhale. Breathe into it. You want the inhale and the exhale, but really emphasize the exhale here. So when the body is in a spot of tension, it signals a stress response, which wants us to tighten up, but we're trying to do the opposite. So when we exhale, that stimulates the rest, relax response, parasympathetic. So maybe even breathe in for 3 counts and breathe out for 6. So we learn how we can use and control and utilize, a better word, utilize the breath to our benefit. Lots of good things happen. A lot more freedom. Let's see if you can lengthen the left shoulder, the left elbow down. Get a little more length. There I am, just calling out random body parts again. I do this some days. And full exhale. Inhale, slowly lift the head up. Spiral the heart towards the right. And then open up the arms. The right hand comes behind, left arm comes up and over. Just reach back. And exhale, hands, heart center. Release the arms down. Move the bolster if you have it underneath you. And we'll move it over to the side. Let's come into puppy pose. Yeah? So we'll start in tabletop, and then you're going to walk the hands out in front of you. Walk, 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 walk. The hips are going to stay over the knees, and the forehead can come down to the ground, or you can gaze forward. If you want to come up onto your fingertips, that will intensify it. And let me show you another option with the blocks. This is really nice. If you're open here and you want a little bit more, you can take your elbows to the blocks and come into prayer. Another option. So find somewhere to stay. Stay for about 5 rounds of breath. Opening up the shoulder girdle, triceps. Slow, steady breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's come all the way down onto the belly. And come into seal pose. So the hands will come wide. And you're going to push the ground away and straighten the arms. So the trick here is to push the pubic bone down into the ground, pull in the low belly. That's going to protect the low back. So really actively engage, pull the belly button to the spine. Press the pubic bone and the tops of the toes, tops of the feet into the floor. Pull the heart center forward slightly. So opening the heart, maybe open up the throat a little bit here. And again, engage the belly, pull the belly towards the spine. It's loosening up. This is a protection. One more inhale. And exhale, release down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, a little bit wider than the shoulders. Come back up halfway. We're going to do the shoulder dip here. So bring the right shoulder down, gaze towards the left. Inhale, come to center. And exhale to the right. Maybe you bring the head all the way down for just a moment. Twice more each side. You can move with your breath. You can move slower or faster. Working in the upper shoulders. And coming back down. Hands next to the ribs. Push the ground away. Child's pose. Wrap the hands all the way around so they're back by the toes. Mapping any vibrations in the body, any pulses. And bring the arms forward. Tuck the chin to the chest and we'll round the back up to tabletop. Yes. And just a little bit of movement here in the core. Let's bring the right arm out and the left leg out. Reaching. And then exhale, bring it in. Push the ground away. Pull the belly towards the spine as you round the back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, curl. Once more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, curl. Place the hand and the knee down. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. And round once more. Open. And round. Beautiful. And set back down. And just take a wiggle. Find something that feels good here. Any organic movement. Close the eyes down. Feel into it. See what feels good. It'll be different every day. And push back into downward facing dog just for a moment. Just get a good full body stretch here. Press deeply into the hands. And gaze towards the hands and we'll step forward slowly. Hips, feet hips distance. Bend the knees, grab elbows, and find a sway. Maybe the hands go behind the head. And release. 3 times we'll lift halfway up. Hands can go to the shins or to the floor. Slight bend stays in the knees. Exhale, release. So we're just going to kind of wave up and down. Inhale, wave up. And exhale, wave down. So continuous movement once more. Inhale, wave up. And exhale, wave down. This time, bend the knees. Come all the way down to your back. Roll it down. Recline pigeon. Right knee over the left knee. Pull in, arms go, one goes in between, one on the outside, and you can grab in front of the shin or behind the thigh. Notice that the tailbone is rounding up. See if you could press the sacrum down into the ground and lift the low back up just slightly. So you have a natural curve in the low back. So one more big inhale. And full exhale. Release the legs. And switch sides. Pull in. Notice the difference on each side. This side's way more open for me. They may always stay like that. Mine's always been a little like that, and that's fine. Just getting to know yourself and all of your idiosyncrasies and uniqueness. Or rarely even. Anything in nature is not even snowflakes that we think. I was blown away when I realized that snowflakes weren't perfect, that they're not completely symmetrical. Yeah. One more inhale. And release. Let's come back up to a seat. So slowly find your way back up to a seat. You can grab your bolster or a block. We'll take a seat back up on top of it and take a twist. And we'll come into meditation. So cross your legs however you like. Right hand to the left knee. Left hand behind the back, or maybe you wrap it around and grab for the thigh. Press down through the sit bones, whatever's touching the ground. Lift up through the crown of the head. You can lengthen the tailbone a little bit as well. Gazes towards the left or over the left shoulder. One more big inhale. Release it out. And slowly let's come forward, switch sides. Left hand to the right knee. Press down through the sit bones. Lift up through the crown of the head. Pull the belly to the spine. And breathe. Slowly releasing, coming back to center. Close your eyes down. Take a short meditation. So coming back to the beginning of class, that we're wanting to really let ourselves be affected by the good. Check in with your body. What is good in your body right now? What stretch felt really juicy? What move felt really nice? Or do you feel a little more openness somewhere? Rather than just noting it, celebrate it. Like, my neck feels more open, and that is so wonderful. I was having a lot of stress in it last night and this morning, and it really is feeling better with a little bit of a tension. So anything in your body that you can take a moment to celebrate. Or celebrate the fact that you are sitting here right now, listening and participating in this meditation with me. That is a celebration in and of itself. Slowly tracing the breath in and out. When the thoughts wander off, they will, or you'll follow a story. You'll have a thought and then you'll follow it. Just come back. The mind runs around. That's just what it does. So know that. Know that that is completely normal. Just get to know where we tend to go off and continue to bring it back. Gentle mind training. And coming back to the thing that brings you joy that you thought of earlier, maybe something new. And again, letting that feel big and expansive in the body. And letting a smile come across your face. Allowing yourself to be imprinted. You're being stamped with this feeling. And know that we are the creators of our own joy. Even though we're thinking of something, we're thinking of a certain, maybe a person or an animal or a place, that we can always bring it back in to our bodies. We can always make it alive. And these beautiful memories, these beautiful experiences that we have. While it may be pertaining to something outside of us, the feeling comes from inside, and we always have access to that. Notice what it actually feels like in the body, where the sensations live, any tingling or a buzz, a heat, or a softness. Let it feel good. Celebrate it. And then keep coming back to the breath. There's no need to feel bad when you notice that you're out in a story. And just gently come back to the breath. The breath is always happening in real time, so that's why it's such a beautiful anchor. Let's take 5 deep inhales and exhales to close our practice. And we'll do a 4 count in and a 4 count out. Yeah. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 3. Exhale 1, 3. 2 more on your own. Maybe this full circular inhale and exhale. And your next inhale, allow your eyes to float open. Take in the light, the surroundings. And take your hands to your heart real quick and say, thank you. It really is a gift to share this practice with you, and a gift that we get to know about this practice, that teachers have carried this on for so long. I really don't know what I would do without it. I would be a crazy person. I know what I was like without it, and I'm better off with it. So really, really my pleasure to be able to share it with you. If you want to practice live, I have lots of opportunities. Go and check out my website. I'm doing workshops and retreats all around the world, so I would love to connect and practice with you live. And you can just go to my website for that. All the info is below. And I will see you next time. Oh, let's bow out, shall we? Hands together, thumbs at the third eye. And we bow forward to seal our practice. And together we say namaste. Thank you, friends.